Hi, in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Turnigy TGY S306G and compare it with the Align DS-410m, which is this guy right here. Alright, so this is the main bearing. So this servo only has one bearing, and that's made of plastic, that's the case. And so when there's a crash, usually this has a tendency of shifting up like that, putting stress on the case, that cracks. When that cracks, then this thing has really no support and really bends pretty bad. And under here we have the potentiometer, which is another thing that gets damaged. So this shaft here is for the potentiometer to pretty much know the position of the servo arm. Let's take this things apart. Okay, so the potentiometer is under here. So now the problem that I have with this is you cannot buy this potentiometer. You can't find it anywhere. This guy here, let's see, I took it apart. I like it already as far as being crash resistant or more, or a little bit stronger. So there is no really shaft for the potentiometer, so the potentiometer is there, does not have a shaft. There is this guy has a dual bearing for the output shaft. So there's a tiny little bearing here, and there's a bigger bearing in there. So this usually goes like that. Right? So there's two, supported by two bearings. This is all aluminum, so it's stronger than the plastic. So I'm pretty sure that on a crash, this is not going to crack open. It's going to be able to support that. And because it's mounted, it's supported by two bearings, also again on the crash, this thing is not going to be moving around, so it's going to be pretty solid. So far I like it. The motor is pretty big. I think it's called I think it's a coreless motor, and it's huge. It's pretty strong there. So now let's continue the review. So let's see the. Oh, it's too late to weigh them, but this one is like 13 grams. This one is, I could weigh this one here. Then it's 19.89, so this is a little bit heavier. Now let's look at the resolution or the ability to return to center and things like that. Let me turn the. Alright, so now we have this gadget over here that I put together, and let's. Right, so this is the Turnigy. This is the Align. This here will measure the current used by the Turnigy. This will measure the current used by the Align. And this is the signal that both servers are receiving. Right, so let's try this out. So they both return right to center. Pretty good. Actually, I have to say that the Turnigy is a little more exact. I don't know if you're able to see, but on the Align sometimes is one hair off. And so far the Turnigy returns right to center exactly. Let's give it a full throw and see how fast they are. So the Turnigy is a little bit faster. Now let's also check the stall amperage. How much power does, how much current does it use? Let's see here. So the Turnigy uses 1.14 amps when installed. Let's see the align. I think this thing is not. There you go. Only the align uses 0.6, so use a little bit less current. But again, the specs on the align is able to have a force of 1.8 kilograms. The Tunigy has a stall torque of 3 kilograms, so almost double. So yeah, it's going to use a little bit more current.